Hello, folks. Welcome to today's football predictions on the best tracks and a very beautiful, Wednesday morning. And once again, we come back here with our predictions on this very channel. Okay. First of all, I had to apologize for yesterday. We could not, put up our predictions today because yesterday I had very, unavoidable tasks that I needed to do, and I was unable to do that yesterday. So, apologize. And also looking at, the day before. The last time we had operations here, we had a very successful, out and seeing that, 5 games out of the 6 games that we predicted saw success in that that very day. I want to congratulate those of us who played that very game and won on that very occasion. And today again, we hopefully are going to do very well, and we have all of these games lined up. And I want to use the opportunity to ask the first coming across our video for the first time that are yet to subscribe to take our time to hit the subscribe button right now so that you will not be missing out on our games that will always come up on this very channel on a daily basis. Okay. All right. That being said, without further ado, let's get to the business of today. And today we'll be starting with the very first match, and it starts with the match in Italian Serie A, where we have Inter Milan to be facing Bologna. Okay, Inter Milan the last 6 have seen 5 victories, 1 loss, and Bologna on the other hand have won 2 games in the last 6 matches. They've also had 3 draws as well as 1 loss in the last 6 games that they had so far. And looking at how these 2 teams have performed on home and away basis, you can see that on play from home, Inter Milan have actually won 7 games in the last 10 home matches. They've also had 2 draws, but have lost 1 match in the last 10 home matches that they had so far. And away side, Bologna on the other hand have won 4 matches from away. They've also had 3 draws as well as 3 losses in the last 10 away games. All right, looking at head-to-head basis, last time both teams met was actually in March of last year. Inter won from away on that occasion in Serie A, by 1-0. But in this very one, Inter is playing from home, and they're looking to accrue as much points as possible, seeing that currently they are behind the Napoli with 4 points, and we're expecting the home side Inter Milan who are the champions, actually defending champions, and we're looking to take all the points in this very one. So it is the home side to win. That's our party for that very encounter. And the next game that we have is in Spanish Copa del Rey match, where we have Elche who will be up against Atletico Madrid. And Elche, the home side, have seen 5 victories in the last 6 games they are playing from at the moment. They've also had 1 draw, and Atletico Madrid on the other hand have seen 6 victories out of 6 over 6. They're doing so well at the moment. And we're looking at how this team have performed from home and away perspective. You can see that the home side Elche in the last 10 home matches have won 8 games out of the past 10 home matches that they had so far. They've also had 1 draw and 1 loss in the last 10 home games that they had. And the away side, Atletico Madrid have seen 8 victories in the last 10 away matches, and they've also had 1 draw as well as 1 loss, in the last 10 away games that they have so far. When you put all that together, also noting the fact that the last time both teams met, it was Elche who won against Atletico Madrid on that occasion by 1-0. And in this very one, looking at Atletico Madrid's form at the moment, we will not expect Atletico to lose after this one. So we expect to see their away side either to win or draw and under 4.5 in this very game. Okay, we win or draw and under 4.5. That's a verdict for that very encounter. And the next is in Belgian Cup. We'll have a Club Brugge facing Racing Genk. And looking at Club Brugge in recent times, Club Brugge have won 5 games and 1 draw in the last 6 games that they have so far. And away side, Genk have had 4 victories, 1 draw, as well as 1 loss in the last 6% games that they have so far. And we're looking at how the 2 teams have performed on one away basis. You can see that for Club Brugge, home side have won 9 games in the last 10 home matches. 9 out of 10 they've won, and the other one being a draw. That tells you how these guys do, especially when they play from home. They do so well, and they, they win their matches very well. And looking at Genk, their away side, they've actually done fairly good, winning 5 matches in the last 10 away games that they have so far, and also losing 3 and having 2 draws in the last 10 away games. Okay, when you put all that together, also noting the fact that on head-to-head basis, last time they met was actually in December. It was Club Brugge who had played from home on that occasion, and they won by 2-0 on that very occasion. But prior to that, we saw Genk beating Club Brugge from home by 3-2. So, and as a matter of fact, the last 5 head-to-head meetings have seen Club Brugge winning 4 times out of 5 and Genk winning once. So in this very encounter, we definitely give it to Club Brugge home side, who has done so well from home, having won 90% of the home matches. So it is home side to win out shortly. That's what we expect in that very encounter. And the next is in German Bundesliga, where we have Werder Bremen who will be up against Heidenheim. Okay, looking at Werder Bremen, the home side, the last 6 matches, I've seen them win 4 out of those 6 matches, but I've also lost 2. And Heidenheim, the away side, have won 1 game, 1 draw, but I've lost 4 games in the last 6 games that I have so far. On home and away perspective, you can see that the home side, Werder Bremen, have managed to achieve 3 victories, and they've also had 4 draws as well as 3 losses in the last 10 home encounters. But quite noticeable is the fact that the last 2 home games that they played out so far, so they're producing lots of goals, over 4.5 on each of those 2. And also looking at the away side, they've won 3 games from away, but they've also lost 7 in the last 10 away matches that they had. Also looking at closely, we also see that 8 games out of the last 10 away games that they have so far have produced over 2.5, and the home side have seen over 2.5 7 times out of the last 10 home matches. And on head-to-head basis, we see that the last 5 head-to-head meetings for both sides have produced over 2.5. And out of the last 8 meetings, 7 games out of the last 8 meetings for both sides have seen over 2.5. So in this very one, we will start to see 3 goals in this one, a minimum of over 2.5. That's all valid for that very encounter. And that takes us to the next game for the day. It is in Egyptian Premier League, where we have Ahly who will be facing Gounah. Okay, Ahly, as we know, in the last 6 games have seen 4 victories and 1 draw, and also they've seen 1 loss in the last 6 games that they have so far. And the away side, Gounah have won 3 matches, 1 draw, but have lost 2 matches in the last 6 games. And looking at how these 2 teams fared on home and away basis, Ahly, the home side, have actually won 7 games in the last 10 home matches. They've not lost any single match, but have had 3 draws in the last 10 home games that they have so far. Gounah, their away side, have won once, but they've also had 4 draws, but also they've lost 5 games in the last 10 away matches. And looking at how they fared on head-to-head basis, last time they met, it was in March of last year. We saw Ahly beating this very side by 3-0. And in this very one, we definitely expect the home side, Ahly, to take all the points in this one, and it is home win out shortly. That's all for that very encounter. And that will take us to the next game, which are going to be the last for today. It is in Dutch division, where we have Waalwijk who will be facing Utrecht. Okay, Waalwijk in the last 6 have been able to achieve 1 victory, 2 draws, but have lost 3 games. And away side, Utrecht have won 3 games out of the last 6 matches that they have so far. They've also had 2 draws, and they've lost once in the last 6 games that they have so far. And looking at how these 2 teams have fared on home and away basis, looking at Waalwijk, the home side, have actually won 3 matches in the last 10 home games, and they've also had 2 draws, but have lost 5 matches out of those 10 home matches that they have so far. But away side, Utrecht done so very well that have been able to achieve 9 victories in the last 10 away games that they have so far, and they've also had 1 draw, which was against Ajax on that occasion. So the last away game that they had, saw them beating Feyenoord by 2-1. All right, Utrecht is a very, very strong side, and when you look closely, you see that most of the matches that they've had so far, 9 times out of 10 have been over 2.5. And for Waalwijk, also the last 10 home games have actually seen them, achieving over 2.5 on 8 occasions out of the last 10 home matches. And when we put all that together, noting the fact that the last time they met, saw them playing out a 3-2 victory. Utrecht played from home and won by 3-2. The last 4 head-to-head meetings have produced over 2.5 for both sides. So we expect to see a minimum of 3 goals appearing in this very encounter. And over 2.5, that's all for that very game. All right, that concludes our operations for you today on BetCraft, and I wish you the very best of luck. I hope your ticket goes great. Also remember to play responsibly. These are football matches. Sometimes it may not be exactly what it seems. That makes it a game. All right. That being said, tomorrow is another day. Remember, also we'll be coming up with our predictions right on this very channel. Do not miss out. But until that time, keep winning.